Sunshine State, a hotbed of passionate football fans. It is not hard to find where rivalry battle lines in the state are drawn on a day like today. These two are due to lock up once again, and we can't wait to get it started. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Gators will put total leather and will get started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Seminoles offense will have the football first. Last time these two got together, Florida got to rub a little salt in the wound as they blew out the Noles.
Well, that was a statement win by the Gators, and I think that win really helped push a bunch of high school prospects that might have been considering both the Seminoles and Gators to Gainesville. That game had a huge impact this offseason for the Gators.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. The short hands, it's Glass. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And the Seminoles will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll field the punt and look for room. Slips through the line. Very little will make the crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Gators offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback effectively. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on 3rd down.
4th and short means I'm going for it nowadays. You see it all over college football. Everybody's using analytics and saying, I'm going to take my chances of going for it rather than punting. So, great job by the defense, but you better get that next play ready.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. They're testing the right side here. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. Gets rid of it. Oh, sticks that big mitt up there and grabs it. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. On the move at the 30. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Noles want to pick up the tempo.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Off the play fake on first down. The throw. And the defense, got him at the 27.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Pocket breaking down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And to get rid of it quickly. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. Here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Fielded in the end zone. It's Green. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on 4th basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can still be aggressive. You can still go for it on 4th down. Now you know you can trust your defense.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 5 receivers across the formation in 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Bacon. There he goes! And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
On the move. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Offense in an empty set. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it yet.
Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage.
looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field, gets the defense off guard.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
The Gators are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll ride the hot hand. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. From the gun, running back on the move. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the Gators will try to convert on 4th down. Calls his own number. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Listen to this noise. You can't hear yourself think as this defense has them pinned deep in their own end. He'll do it himself. Running to Green. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. So now it's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Berry. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Seminoles send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hilton.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
He might want another play. The pitch to the left. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. They are willing to roll the dice, going for it. 4th and short from the 41. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man. It's Hilton. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. This time it's complete. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got it in the middle, it's Bacon. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Moss. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking downfield. It's Berry. The throw to the outside is complete. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man in the middle. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. After ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 13. Makes the catch. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, no! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you can have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Clark. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Got out of trouble and throws. It's complete to the right. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, marking at the 47.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards, and then get your booty out of bounds.
Wants to throw on first down. Dumps it to the back. Caught over the middle. It's Clark. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Snagged in the middle. It's Clark. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, Gator.
It took them some time, but finally here at the end of the first half, they were finally able to get it right and score a touchdown. You know, I think oftentimes as an offensive coordinator, you've scripted your first 10 plays, things aren't working. You're looking for formations, you're looking for schemes you can run to finally break through, and that last drive might be what this offense needs to finally turn the corner. We'll see in the second half.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Gators and Noles. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Florida State and Florida plays out.
And the Seminoles will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Hill. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Not a lot of scoreboard fireworks from these guys in the first half, but they've got a chance here after making some halftime adjustments.
Yeah, and remember, it just takes one play to kick the door open, and all of a sudden there's a lot more confidence again. So which guy on this offense can hit the big home run and break this thing open?
Well, the good thing is it's such a low-scoring game. I'm still very much in this. I can be who I am, make a few tweaks, make a few adjustments, and get this offense rolling.
Back to pass on second down. Zings it complete to the right. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. The Gators want to crank the tempo.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. And the Gators will snap it on first and 10.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles.
Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
They're setting up the screen, and that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Making side adjustments here. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gators will try to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
You got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
Pulls and throws out the RPO. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And from this angle, I don't think he got the 1st down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down on this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Gets drilled as he releases it. The ball just trickles to the ground. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Running back searching for a hole. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man, it's Berry. He's got the back in the middle. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage, and one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Noles will call on their punt team. He's got it. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. The Gators sending the offense back to work. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Soft spot in the middle. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Gators come to the line in the hurry up. Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Complete to the right. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Offense lining up quickly. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Got some room in under the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. Trying to punch it in. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Florida! And they've moved out front here on the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. Trying play action. Quickly out to the tight end.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Seminoles will punt it away on fourth down. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll take it on the return. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line to pick up the first down.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on second and 10. He has the first and still on his feet. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Give to the running back. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Gators trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
Two things you're thinking about here offensively is, one, you want to take as much time off the clock. But two, you really want to score another touchdown to make this a 2-possession game. You could almost ice it if you can find a way to get in the end zone here. Just take your time. Don't snap it too quickly.
Marches ahead. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Looks as if he's going to run it. And they'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gator! They put up another score here in the 4th, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Miami had a dominant win, the kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001 when Ken Dorsey, Clinton Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes to a national title. Talk about a special team.
To the air, it's Barry.
One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Pulls it in. It's Glass. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, there have been way too many incompletions for this offense in this game. It's a big reason why they're trailing, obviously. They've never been able to get into a rhythm, and at this juncture here on a 2-minute situation in your own end, you got to find ways to start throwing
Turning it on! Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on 1st down. Got his man on the right. Breaks the tackle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Wants to go up top. Shoots it to the left. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Takes it the other way. Score. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Sperry. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And he's just going to spike it.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. He's taking a deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time.
No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. A little screen to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Snagged out of the air. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and goal.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. It's Sperry. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
It can get a little heated, and it did in this Sunshine State showdown, but it couldn't stop the boys from old Florida from stealing the headlines in this one. That's going to do it from here.